Once again, let's go live. Hey, Wagwan Dags. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, Pankey IBFLB, man. Once again, I'm back. And today is a big match happening at Amex Stadium, Brighton FC versus Liverpool FC. This fixture is mad, man. It's mad. So, I want us to help the stream before we get to the match. It's going to happen in like 14 minutes. So, lock in with me, man. I hope you can hear me, man. I hope you can hear your boy. This match is one of a kind. No, there's some news that came in earlier today. Had a muscle injury. So, he's not going to play for Liverpool today. Can you imagine that? And you know Salah has a big impact when it comes to Liverpool matches. So, my dogs, my people, lock in with your boy. We get to enjoy. For me today, I'm supporting Brighton. Once again, you know what time it is, man. You know what time it is. I'm supporting Brighton, man. I'll always watch the big five, Arsenal. You know, since I'm an Arsenal fan, I'll always watch. I'll always, man. So, without wasting no time, man, let me create up a poll. Let me create up a poll right about now. Will Brighton defeat Liverpool at home? That's the question. That's the poll. The poll is live, man. It's live. You don't wanna miss it, man. Will Brighton defeat Liverpool at home? Big question, man, out there for you, man. Make sure to vote. Make sure to vote. I vote yes, man. I vote yes. I vote yes. Let's go, man. You see the big team? You see the big team? I'll always watch, man. Liverpool matches, Man City matches, Chelsea matches, Manchester United matches. Like, it's something I must do this, man. I vote yes. Today I'm supporting Liverpool. Yeah, so welcome everybody. I can see people coming in, man. Welcome. Take a seat, grab a chair, grab some tea, grab some coffee. Let's do this. Who's texting, man? Who is texting? Who is texting me when I'm online, man? I can see one vote is in, man. Keep. Log in, man. Vote. I want to see 100 votes today, man. For sure, man. I would love to see 100 votes coming in, man. One vote in. I'm expecting whoever is watching right about now to get to the live chat. Just click a yes or no. Which team are you supporting? Come on. Can't understand what someone is saying, man. Come on, man. Some messages I won't understand them. But anyway, my dads, my people, welcome. I hope you're doing good. Your boy is much feeling better, man. Feeling good. It's a sunny day, man. A great day to watch. Today I'm watching Liverpool game. Also tonight, Chelsea versus Everton versus Chelsea. I'll be watching, man. So lock in with me, man. Lock in with me till the end, man. So I must say this before I forget, man. If you are new to this channel, man, this is the campaign. Let's get to 2K. Subscribe. Let's get to 2K, my niggas. Ladies and gentlemen, subscribe. Let's get to 2K, man. All right, subscribe. Let's get to 2K subs. Chat, do something. Subscribe. Let's get to 2K. Also be a member. Also be a member for only 0.69 dollars. Easy, man. Easy, my dogs. Let me pin this. Let me pin. Subscribe. Let's get to 2K subs, my dogs. Pin this message, please. Pin it. Subscribe. Let's get to 2K subs. That's the campaign. So that's all. Let me know, man. Let me know. It's saying network is unstable. God damn it. God damn it. Of course, I know my network is not well, man. It's not functioning properly. Forgive me, man, for that. Forgive your boy for that. Let me get to the lineup. No time. Can see 2 votes are in, man. Thank you. Whoever's just voted right now, man. Big up. So, my dogs, as you can see, Brighton, in their last 5 matches, they have won 3 matches, lost 2. That's above average, if you ask me. For Liverpool, they have 2 wins and 1 draw. That's not above average, but not bad. So I don't know which team is gonna win. We up, my boy. A to the B, man. I see you. We up. We up. Let me get to the lineup. Destroying Liverpool, man. Minte, do something, man. Minte, my. So, my people, as you can see, Brighton today is using a formation of 4-2-3-1. Okay. Formation of 4-2-3-1, while Liverpool is using a formation of 4-2-3-1. You feel me? For the lineup of Brighton, their goalkeeper tonight is Verbrugghen. Verbrugghen is their goalkeeper tonight. Dunk, Paul van Heck, and the one and only Weaver. Okay. For the mid, two best midfielders right about now. We have Gross and Milner. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And for their forward, players, we have Minte, the one and only Minte. We have Hinshelwood and Games. And their striker today, this afternoon, is the one and only Danny Welbeck. Welbeck is in. He's gonna be doing the striking duties for Brighton. Welbeck will be doing the striking duties for Brighton today, this afternoon. For Liverpool, the lineup, their goalkeeper today is Mamashtaville. For defenders, we have Frimpong, Konate, Van Dijk, and Kakes. We together, let me repeat, man. For the defenders, we have Frimpong, Konate, Van Dijk, and Kakes. For the mid, we have Gravenberch and McAllister. Only two midfield. Forward, we have Wits, expensive player. We have Soboslai, the guy who's been scoring crazy free kicks. I would love to see if today is gonna score one, but I don't want to see him scoring though. Cody Gakpo on the left wing today is his duties is to supply balls to the one and only striker for Liverpool, Ekitike. It's gonna be wild, man. It's gonna be wild. So my people, that's the lineup, man. I'm expecting Danny Welbeck to do what he does best. And for the four defenders for Brighton, please don't give Ekitike a chance to pass. Cody Gakpo, Wits, and Zoboslai. That's all I'm asking, man. If you give them a space, they're gonna panic. So 2 minutes remaining, 2 minutes remaining there to the match. So without wasting any minute, I'm gonna work on I'm gonna work on the live commentary, my good people, man. You don't wanna miss live commentary. If you are live right about now, please make sure to vote. Make sure to vote. Make sure to vote. I see 2 votes are in. If you are watching and you haven't voted, man, take a second, slide to the live chat. Make sure to vote. Will Brighton defeat Liverpool at home? That's the question, man. I can see 2 votes are in saying yes. Where are the Liverpool fans saying no? So if you are watching, get to the live chat, vote. The poll is there. You can see 2 votes are in. Let me know which team you're supporting this afternoon, man. This afternoon, which team are you supporting? So let me work on the live commentary, my dogs. My dogs. Let me work on is 1 minute remaining. 1 minute to go. This is the biggest match today, man. Also, there is one Everton versus Chelsea. It's gonna happen later this evening. So you don't wanna miss, man. You don't wanna miss. You don't wanna miss. The game is live, man. The game is live. My dogs. The game is live, man. Keep voting. I can see 3 votes in, man. Vote, vote. Just waiting for the game to start. I can see players are coming in. Let's wait for the game to start. Guess the game is delayed for a minute. Voting at the moment as we wait for the game to start. As we wait for the game to start, please take a minute and vote. A big game on this good Saturday afternoon. What a beautiful day, my dog. Waiting to see Brighton to shine, man. Brighton to shine like crazy. It's a big game. It's a big game, man. Let's enjoy it. I'm just waiting the game to start, man. I'm waiting for the game to start, man. In the meantime, if you are new, make sure to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get to 2K subs, man. That's the campaign. Make sure to vote. Leave a vote. Leave a vote as we wait for the game to start. I think the game is gonna start in like it was going to start at exactly 15:30 Kenyan time, but 15:45. 15:45, my dogs. 15:45. Just chill, man. In the meantime, let's hype this stream. Vote. Please take a second if you are watching and you haven't voted. Do yourself a favor, man. Let me know which team you're supporting. This time, I'm supporting Brighton, man. I'm supporting Brighton. So you can see 3 votes are in saying yes. What about you, whoever is watching? As we wait for the game to start, because it's gonna start in like in less than 10 minutes. The time has been pushed from 15:30 to 15:45. That's Kenyan time. In UK time, if you're watching, let's vote, man. Let's vote. Looks like they have added some minutes before kickoff. Yeah. It's gonna start 15:45. That's Kenyan time, my dog. In the meantime, let's hype, man. I'm expecting Brighton to do something. Minte has been a stubborn player, stubborn winger. Please, Minte, destroy Liverpool. Please. Annex looks late. Like crazy, man. Is it Annex or Amex? It's Amex Stadium, if I'm not wrong. Not Annex, my dog. Come on. Why are you misleading the host? Why are you misleading the host, man? It's Amex Stadium. A location called Falmer. If I'm not wrong. Falmer. England is in England, man. Just waiting for their players to do something. Minted to supply balls to one and only Danny Welbeck. Dan Welbeck, your work is to score. Yeah, you better be sorry, man. You better be sorry. How are you confusing the hosts? Annex? No, it is Amex Stadium located at Falmer in England. Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. How many minutes remaining, man? Where are they? Why are they? Are they pushing that came in today early? Salah will miss. My network, come on, behave. What's wrong, Doug? My G saying Brighton to win 3-2. 3-2. It's possible, man. It's possible. it's possible. I've heard it's because of traffic. Oh, it has been, they have a traffic. I don't. I'm not sure about it. But in the meantime, if you're watching, get to the live chat, vote. Will Brighton defeat Liverpool at home? That's the question. You have the answer. Yes or no? Can see 3 votes have voted yes, making it yes at 100%. What about you, whoever is watching? Which team are you supporting? Do you think Brighton will defeat Liverpool? Yes or no? Let me know. Also, like this stream and subscribe, man. Traffic. My G is telling me the time was pushed forward because of traffic. Yeah. But I think any minute from now, how many minutes remaining? Let me be clear on that. 7 minutes. 7 minutes remaining, my people. 7 minutes. Mo Salah is not in today. That's the bad news for Liverpool fans. No Salah, no Salah. Salah has today, he had a minor injury, man, a muscle injury. So that will make him to miss this match and maybe a couple of matches that are gonna upcoming matches. In the upcoming matches, gonna miss a couple of matches. Yeah, for him to recover fully before getting back to his ways, man. But still, Liverpool, they have top strikers, top players. They have Wits, they have Hugo Kitike, they have Cody Gakpo, they have who else? Gravenberg, who else, man? They have a couple. They have Zoboslai, the guy who never misses. Of course, he misses some, but who is good at taking free kicks. Yeah, so they are good, man. They are good. They are good. They are good. Less than 6 minutes remaining. I'm just waiting. But in the meantime, if you are watching, take a second, man, vote. That tells me you are present. You're present. So sign the attendance at the live chat. Leave a vote. Will Brighton defeat Liverpool at home? That's a simple question, man. I would love to know what's your answer. And my boy, A to the B is saying, man, earlier he said Brighton to win 3-2. Why are you giving Liverpool 2 goals? My boy, A to the B, why are you giving Liverpool 2 goals? Why not 3-1? Even 3-0. But 3-0 is impossible. 3-0 is impossible. 3-0 is impossible.
In the Premier League, with it, of course,
Let's enjoy
Champions League football next season. That is the scale of proceedings, really, and that is what everyone is looking at in terms of what Liverpool can still achieve this season. Brighton have been a pretty decent run of form as of late. Just a mark as well, because of course this game was scheduled to
like
take place
the
at 12
stream,
local
make sure to
time in England.
vote.
However, a 15-minute
Also
delay
subscribe,
to
man.
kick off, but the sun is very much shining. It's an early spring day down in Brighton. So
Liverpool
what about the
are
Premier
likely
League table
to press.
as it stands? And I think it's very
For
interesting. I think when
sure.
you look at
You're
this
right.
Premier League table as it is, and you can see Liverpool currently are 5th
Vote,
in the Premier
vote,
League
vote,
table.
vote, and
They're a
don't
point
forget to
above Chelsea,
subscribe,
who are
man.
in 6th. But Manchester United drawing yesterday against Bournemouth means they are 6 points ahead of Liverpool in the table. So, a win for Arne Slot's men today would take them to within 3 points of Manchester United in third. Aston Villa are a couple of points above them in fourth spot in the Premier League table. And as for Brighton, well, there's no question, I think, when you look at this Brighton side, when you look at the difficulties, really, that Brighton have had this season, it's absolutely going to be vital for them to continue their good momentum. If Brighton take place, they're 12th in the Premier League table as it is, have better form of late. There with 3 wins in the last 4. They are on the magic 40 points. No question of them going down this season. You feel that Fabian Herzler certainly came under some considerable pressure, really, very much from inside the football club and his own fan base prior to that decent run of form when it looked like they were free-falling down the Premier League table. However, they've certainly steadied the ship of late. And Brighton and Albion now looking up rather than below them, and it is a very tightly congested Premier League table. When you look at the fact that Brentford are in 7th place in the Premier League table on 45 points, and just 5 above Brighton in the table. But Liverpool, who, well, it was a fabulous result, wasn't it, against Galatasaray in midweek. They'll be looking to boost their Premier League. It's been a really poor title defence, and Arne Slot in his pre-match comments made absolutely no excuses for that. But nonetheless, Liverpool must surely secure Champions League football to keep Arne Slot's job at the helm. Let's go through the 2 teams there. Now, for Fabian Herzler, it is the Bruggen in goal, the back 4 of Viva, Van Hecken, Duncan, Kadioglu, then James Milner playing against his former club. Partners Pascal Gross in the centre of the park. Then it's Gomez, Hinshelwood and Minter behind Danny Welbeck up top. And for Liverpool, well, it's Mamardashvili in goal. No Alisson Becker today. Then it is Frimpong at right back. Then the 2 centre-backs are Kanate and Virgil van Dijk. Kirkes left back. Then Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister in the centre of the pitch. So we think it's going to be Florian Wirtz on the right-hand side because Mo Salah, of course, injured. Cody Gakpo on the left. And it will be Dominic Szoboszlai just sat in behind Hugo Ekitike, was the ever versatile Dominic Szoboszlai. Well, it was another preview, wasn't it, against Tottenham at the weekend, and then he scored against Galatasaray as well. And he's been Liverpool's best player. There's no question about that this season. Very impressive indeed from Dominic Szoboszlai. Been a real bright spark.
I can see Super Arsenal one saying at watching before Arsenal wins the Carabao Cup.
So it is Brighton against Liverpool on the South Coast. Spring is very much in the air. And it's a beautiful backdrop. You never visited this stadium just by the university. There's rolling hills and the South Downs in the background. And barely a cloud in the sky today as well. And it's a big opportunity, you feel, I think, for Liverpool with Chelsea in that really poor run of form, which sees them in 6th in the Premier League table. And despite the English clubs not really doing very well in terms of the Champions League in midweek, and the likes of Chelsea being knocked out, and Newcastle being knocked out, and Manchester City being knocked out, very much the coefficient suggestion is that the top 5 in the Premier League will still qualify for the Champions League next season. So 5th place as it stands is Champions League football next season. Who will drop out of that cluster from Manchester United, Aston Villa, Liverpool and Chelsea? Certainly in current form, you would suggest that Chelsea are really fading quite fast. They will need to turn it around with Liam Rossinio, no question about that. How will Liverpool cope without Mo Salah today? It's going to be very interesting indeed to see how that one progresses, just how serious the injury is. In terms of the subs, well, for Brighton, you've got Ayari, Boskaki, Cooper, and then Kostulas, Mitoma, Baleba, Ruta, Steele, and Veltman. And then there's Chiesa, Gomez, Jones, Morrison, Rio and Kamoa, who's been a really bright spark of late. Naoni, Ramsey, Robertson, and Woodman's a pretty youthful-looking bench. It is Darren England as the official, and we are moments away from kick-off here at the Amex on the South Coast. The pitch just about 1/3 bathed in shade and 2/3 in beautiful sunshine. And it will be Arne Slot's men to get us up and underway. And it's a big contest, this is a really big opportunity. And Dominic Szoboszlai immediately with the rugby-style kickoff from the off, just chipping the ball towards the corner flag to apply a little bit of additional pressure on the Brighton backline from the off. It's been something we've seen in the Champions League this season, something we've seen in the Premier League. And it's a very interesting addition, really, in terms of tactically what teams feel like they benefit from that kind of situation. Brighton with a throw-in on the left-hand side, the touch from Ryan Gravenberg towards the boss line. Dominic Szoboszlai just feeds it in towards Alexis McAllister. Ryan Gravenberg inside the Brighton half goes right-hand side for Szoboszlai, who just squirms loose for Florian Wirtz. And a touch from Alexis McAllister and Cody Gakpo was in there, so too Szoboszlai on the right-hand side. And he goes back to Jeremy Frimpong, who in turn just feeds it 5 yards inside to Ibrahima Konate. Ibrahima Konate goes down the line now, looking for Jeremy Frimpong, and then Ryan Gravenberg switches the play left-hand side for Kerkez. Milos Kerkez, the Hungarian, to Hugo Ekitike, turns it in field towards Milos Kerkez once again. He's by the corner flag now as Milos Kerkez goes down. It's not a free kick. And Ben Hacker just, he just remonstrates with Milos Kerkez. I don't think, in fairness to Kerkez, he was actually legitimately appealing for anything. And so the ball just squirms out of play. And Arne Slot has a wry smile on the touchline. And so it is Brighton Hove Albion 0, Liverpool 0 at the Amex this afternoon. And it is less than 2 minutes on the clock. And the ball just squirms up towards halfway. Dominic Szoboszlai is now clutching his face. And that is why the referee has indeed stopped the game, because that goes down as a head injury. And Arne Slot's not happy with one or two things. And he's in a blue zip jacket today. And he's remonstrating with the fourth official. And Dominic Szoboszlai against James Milner, whose left arm was up.
But the mistake tomorrow is so awaited.
And, well, the
left arm
does go into the side of Dominic Szoboszlai, but I don't think there's any malice there from James Milner. And it's hoisted forwards now towards Danny Welbeck, but Liverpool with the ball back, and Dominic Szoboszlai has it deep inside his own half. And he finds Jeremy Frimpong, and Frimpong goes back to the Georgian Mamardashvili. And Mamardashvili just scoops it up towards halfway, and Ekitike is there. And Hugo Ekitike does gather, and he feeds it to Florian Wirtz. So Florian Wirtz has the option right-hand side of Dominic Szoboszlai. It does appear to be Szoboszlai on that right-hand side. It is Florian Wirtz now who tried to feed it into the penalty area. Couldn't quite find Cody Gakpo, and it's out of play now for a throw-in. But worryingly for Liverpool, Hugo Ekitike is down, and he is clutching his left leg into James Milner again, biting into the challenge.
Ekitike is going to get an injury or something.
Is in some discomfort here.
Yeah.
He's clutching his left leg. I'm not sure he's going to be able to continue, Hugo Ekitike. Well, he looks in real pain inside 3 minutes, and there's a shake of the head from Ekitike. He's clutching the top of his left leg. I wonder if it's just a dead leg or if James Milner's actually caught him, but, well, it looked like impact more than anything else. It's not a malicious challenge by James Milner. It's more contact than anything else, really. And so the boos and whistles echo around the Amex, and Ekitike is still down, and he really felt that one, did Hugo Ekitike. Down in England is overseeing the situation. Ekitike now finally getting onto his knees and receiving a little bit of treatment from the physio. And so Hugo
Ekitike might.
Well, he's still moving very gingerly, and he's down. I think he might have done something to his hip or his
Might
left
be
knee.
out.
Ekitike,
Who knows?
the physio is on, giving him treatment. I mean, the options for Liverpool on the bench, by the way, are very limited indeed, really, in terms of striking options. I mean, obviously you've got Chiesa who could come on. Rio Nkamo would be the obvious one who could shimmy things around and bring Curtis Jones on, but certainly Arne Slot will be hoping that this is not the end of Hugo Ekitike's early afternoon. So it is Brighton 0, Liverpool 0, the score. And Curtis Jones is the player who is warming up. What's to happen? Possibly see Cody Gakpo be played through the middle. The other option, of course, would be Rio Nkamo left-hand side and Cody Gakpo through the middle. I mean, Ekitike he's shaking his head. I don't think he can continue here, Hugo Ekitike. He is shaking his head. He is walking off, you would say that. The Frenchman looks in real discomfort, and he's walking off the pitch, but very, very gingerly indeed. Curtis Jones looks like the man who would potentially come on, so that might see Curtis Jones go to the left-hand side and Cody Gakpo through the middle. Rio Nkamo has still got his training jacket on, so I think the change is going to be, if it is going to happen, Curtis Jones
has got an injury.
Hugo Ekitike. And Ekitike now moving a little bit better.
And there's
still clutching that left leg.
Goodness. Curtis is gonna come in.
Ekitike is off the pitch, so Liverpool are playing temporarily with 10 men. And Florian Wirtz does gather and finds Milos Kerkez. And Kerkez back to Virgil van Dijk. And now Virgil van Dijk again. And Virgil van Dijk goes right-hand side to Canate just shimmies past his man with ease, and then Canate clips it over the top. He's looking for Cody Gakpo and finds, or very nearly finds, Cody Gakpo. James Milner is there to mop up, put the ball out of play. And so it's going to be a throw-in now.
Oh my God.
For Liverpool on the
Liverpool,
left-hand side, the 10
injuries.
men of Liverpool
Like to be
temporarily,
well, when I
because
see you, no
Cody
Salah.
Gakpo
Imagine,
is-
man, there's no Salah. Also,
well, Hugo Ekitike's back on the field of play. He's still not moving as he would like.
Oh,
Not a bit of
Ekitike
it,
is still in,
but
still
Liverpool are in
in.
possession. Liverpool do have 11 men on the
But
pitch.
winning.
Virgil van Dijk scoops it forwards now, looking for Cody Gakpo, flicked on towards Alexis McAllister. And Ekitike hasn't touched the ball yet since coming back on. 6 minutes on the clock. Brighton 0, Liverpool 0 is indeed the score.
Unfortunately, Brighton should capitalize on
Ekitike
this.
is still moving
Yes.
around as though he doesn't really want to continue here. I mean, he definitely felt something on that left-hand side of his thigh. And I wonder if Liverpool are going to be forced into a change. Ekitike's down on the turf. I mean, he can't carry on here. There's a shake of the head. Ekitike knows it. Left-hand side, shake of the head. Something with his hip, I think, maybe. And Ekitike's afternoon is over. And so Curtis Jones is going to come on, I
Curtis John
think,
is coming
in his
in.
place. So I think that's going to mean, well, Curtis Jones is going to come on. And I imagine Curtis Jones is going to go left-hand side now. Cody Gakpo is going to play through the middle. I think Szoboszlai was more or less playing on the right-hand side. Ekitike looks close to tears here. And I wonder if he knows that his World Cup might be in doubt.
Like my boy Ed the B just said,
Because
man, Brighton should
the
capitalize
player
on
usually
this.
knows, and the reaction of the player will tell you everything you need to know. And straight away, as soon as that happened, Ekitike was punching the turf, and, well, there's tears in his eyes. And Hugo Ekitike might know a little bit more than the physio here about the severity of this injury, because Ekitike is coming off, Curtis Jones is coming on, and Ekitike is walking straight down the tunnel, and I think he's in trouble here, Ekitike. He's wiping away the tears from his face. I think he's done something to that left hip, possibly the left knee. Either way, Curtis Jones is on, so an early enforced change for Liverpool. And, well, we'll wait to see how this lines up. It looks as though at the moment, Szoboszlai is on the right-hand side. Florian Wirtz is possibly playing as the false 9. Or is Gakpo playing through the middle? Well, they've had to reshuffle, obviously. Well, Curtis Jones has gone to the left-hand side. So Curtis Jones has taken Gakpo's place, and Cody Gakpo is playing through the middle. And it is now Florian Wirtz who has the ball on the right-hand side for Liverpool. Florian Wirtz just cuts it infield towards Dominic Szoboszlai. And Szoboszlai now 35 yards from goal to Ryan Gravenberch. And Ryan Gravenberch now to Ibrahima Konate. Konate, right-hand side for Florian Wirtz again. And Dominic Szoboszlai just pokes the ball towards Alexis McAllister. And here is Florian Wirtz around the corner to Jeremy Frimpong. Frimpong has the ball, he feeds it to Florian Wirtz inside the penalty area. Now it's Jeremy Frimpong. Still Frimpong has it, feeds it back to Szoboszlai, who just left back and lifts it over the crossbar from inside the penalty area. Half decent position that though for Dominic Szoboszlai actually, because Frimpong and Wirtz did well to combine on that right-hand side. And when they did, the ball was eventually laid back to Dominic Szoboszlai, has been in fabulous form this season, and he just couldn't quite get hold of that, and he lifted it over the crossbar in the end. So it is launched forward now, and now Milos Kerkez is the man who's limping away from the situation. Well, the game's come thick and fast this time of year, and certainly when you look at Liverpool's fixtures in April, and you've got the FA Cup, you've got those two legs against Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League, could cause problems. Here's Dominic Szoboszlai inside the centre circle, goes for goal, tries to lob it over the goalkeeper, but has catching practice really in the end. It was a nice enough idea actually for Brighton, was never trouble, but Szoboszlai, when you're in that kind of form, I guess you're going to take everything on, aren't you? So it is Liverpool who've seen more of the ball, and one bright spark for Liverpool, you'd say, not in the context of this game, but in general, is that Alexander Isak is expected to be back after the March international break. So that might give a little bit of respite for Arne Slot, as Brighton have the ball now just outside the centre circle. And they have it now approaching halfway. Milner was the option inside, goes right-hand side now, and Brighton are working the ball pretty neatly. Could be a chance now, but Florian Wirtz and then Curtis Jones, and Florian Wirtz once more gather possession. Florian Wirtz is 40 yards from goal. He's got the run of Cody Gakpo through the middle. Will Cody Gakpo get there? He won't, because Florian Wirtz has overcooked the pass. And Cody Gakpo with a heavy bandaging on that right arm. Couldn't quite get onto the end of it. And now it's Minter on the left-hand side for Brighton, hoisted into the penalty area. But Mamardashvili, just outside his 6-yard box, will collect. And Mamardashvili in the sunshine will roll it out now left-hand side for Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk, the Dutchman, who's had a difficult season. There's absolutely no question about that. It's been a difficult season for Liverpool in general, of course, with a few bright sparks, one of which being Hugo Ekitike, as Florian Wirtz does gather now. Florian Wirtz is playing a lot more on the right-hand side, and he now scoops it left-hand side to Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo is inside the penalty area. The back heel is out for a corner kick for Liverpool on the left-hand side. And it's quite a fluid front line, I think, really, for Liverpool, because Florian Wirtz, who was initially playing in behind Hugo Ekitike, has sort of drifted to the right-hand side a little bit. Szoboszlai has drifted in, so quite a fluid system up front for Liverpool, especially now Hugo Ekitike is off injured. In terms of that April I mentioned, that will be really jam-packed across the board in terms of football on the continent and domestically. But it's going to be very busy indeed for Liverpool. But here is the corner kick for Arne Slot's men with 12 minutes on the clock from the left-hand side. And a chance now for Liverpool to get the ball into the penalty area. So the corner kick to be taken from the left. It is going to be taken on the left-hand side with the sun shining for Bruggen's eyes a little bit. Dominic Szoboszlai right footed sweeps in the corner kick. Can't be the first man. And it's going to be a throw-in for Liverpool on the left flank. And Virgil van Dijk's got a little smile on his face. He feels as though there's some pushing and shoving inside the area. Curtis Jones, who came on as a substitute for Hugo Ekitike, has it 40 yards from goal. And he tries to find Jeremy Frimpong, but he's overcooked the pass there, Curtis Jones. Not particularly impressive. And it's out of play for a throw-in for Brighton right on halfway.
Apparently, Liverpool and Arsenal are kings and queens of set pieces.
And after the international break on Saturday, the 4th of April,
that's as per my boy, it's the big.
In the FA Cup quarter-final. I mean, that's a big old clash, isn't it? And then they're
and
away
starts
against
down
Paris
there, you're
Saint-Germain
right.
4 days later in the Champions League. Then the home against Fulham in the Premier League. Then home against Paris Saint-Germain. And then they are away at Everton in the Merseyside derby. And they finish it by playing Crystal Palace at home on the 25th of April. So what a big month that is for Liverpool. There's plenty to play for this season. The run is actually really difficult for Liverpool in terms of the Premier League, because they're away at Man United, then they're home against Chelsea, away at Aston Villa, and they finish the season on Sunday, the 24th of May, home to Brentford. So Brighton have possession just outside the penalty on the left-hand side. It's scooped in towards the back post. It's kept alive to it. Danny Welbeck is there, and Brighton take the lead inside 14 minutes.
Goodness.
And it's Danny Welbeck who nods home from close
Danny
range. And the
Welbeck.
former Manchester United man scores against Liverpool at the Amex. And
What is Konate doing, man?
Well, to be fair, Liverpool have really held their own in terms of possession and early opportunities in the game. But it was the ball looped into the penalty area. Mamardashvili is glaring at the referee. Don't think there was anything wrong with the goal. I think it's going to stand. And Danny Welbeck with a clenched fist wheels away in celebration. It was
Come on, Welbeck.
just Route 1 stuff really for the throw. Clipped in towards the back post. It was neatly done. And it was Milos Kerkez, I think, who maybe lost his man. Kept alive by Gomez, and Danny Welbeck at the back post just nods it home for 1-0. Simple as you like. Well, Arne Slot will be so frustrated because it's a free header for Gomez. He's shaken off Kerkez at the back post, and then Danny Welbeck out jumps Ibrahima Konate. He's 4 yards out. It's Brighton 1, Liverpool 0, and that is a simple goal. Konate's claiming there was a touch on the back. There wasn't really. Danny Welbeck, and Brighton have the lead.
Easy.
Well,
Brighton 1, Liverpool
really
0.
looks on. I mean, it's two defensive errors really for Liverpool.
Come
First
on,
off,
Brighton.
Kerkez can't get anywhere near Gomez, and then Ibrahima Konate just doesn't really compete with Danny Welbeck back there.
Yes.
And so it could be a chance now for Liverpool. Cody Gakpo's clean through. It's Cody Gakpo. Will it break now for Curtis Jones? No, it won't. And Gomez will pick up the pieces and feed it down the line, and it's going to trickle out of play for a throw-in for Liverpool.
Make sure to vote, man. If you haven't, make sure to
Wanted to
vote.
take that on his right boot. Might have been better suited going with his left. They'll try to feed Kirkes in on the left-hand side of the area.
Kirkes,
Couldn't quite do
they're
it though.
making
Liverpool, Florian
mistakes.
Wirtz have the ball for Alex McAllister. And now Dominic Szoboszlai's put the ball out of play, has it? Yes, he has. And Frimpong couldn't get there. And the straight passes are incoming, really, from Liverpool. And Danny Welbeck's goal separates the two sides at the 17-minute mark.
You are right, man. They are running away with the bread, man. The seagulls.
Mohamedashvili's pass caught out Konate, went out of play for a Brighton throw. Then it was clipped in towards Gomez, who won a free header against Kirkes, and Danny Welbeck just nodded at home, and Konate was nowhere. It's a really poor goal defensively. Brighton will be absolutely delighted, make no mistake about it, as the ball is floated in towards Danny Welbeck again. Will it come back for Danny Welbeck? No, it won't, because Dominic Szoboszlai is going to smash it away. And it's been a game so far that has been full of errors, really, from a Liverpool perspective. One big moment in terms of the goal from Danny Welbeck, another big moment in terms of the injury for Hugo Ekitike. And whilst we don't know exactly what the injury was, it appeared to be too much contact from Jay Milner on Ekitike. Reaction of the player was very worrying indeed, because he could barely move Ekitike, and he was close to tears as he came off, as if he knew that his season might be over. So it's Brighton 1, Liverpool 0 at the Amex. Fabian Ursula in the jacket, because while it is a sunny day, it is a chilly afternoon. It is now Frimpong who has the ball. He finds Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai now to Jeremy Frimpong. Frimpong back to Konate. And Konate inside the centre circle finds Alex McAllister. It's a really good turn for Alex McAllister. And here comes Jeremy Frimpong on the burst on that right-hand side. Frimpong will get there first, will he? No, he won't. Now Brighton play out from the back. And Minte, who is no slouch either, match Jeremy Frimpong, the Dutchman, stride for stride for pace. And Mohamedashvili now has it, and he just left-footed wedges the ball forwards, but to no one in particular. And it is Cody Gakpo through the middle. It's Curtis Jones on the left, and then Szoboszlai and Florian Wirtz, but it's more or less Wirtz on the right-hand side of that front three. And Szoboszlai just tucked in behind Cody Gakpo, but it is very fluid indeed. In fact, now Alex McAllister is playing as the higher up member of that midfield three, with Szoboszlai and Gravenberg, the two sitting midfielders. So Arne Slot is looking rather concerned on the touchline. Liverpool have had 57% possession in the game so far, but they trail by a goal to nil. That goal scored by Danny Welbeck, and a simple goal it was as well, with Gomez with the assist as Virgil van Dijk sliced his clearance away. Out of play for a throw-in for Brighton and Hove Albion right on the halfway line. And so it is Brighton 1, Liverpool 0 as it stands.
Yes.
Brighton have the ball at the back, and around about half the Amex now is in sunshine and half in shade, just past 1 o'clock local time in the UK. And Brighton are in possession now on the left-hand side. And, well, one thing you would say about this Brighton Hove Albion side, I mentioned the poor results really that took place the back end of last year and then January as well, but much more solid, much more defensive solidity about their team in the last month or so, and certainly got the results to match it as well. So Brighton do have the ball, leading as they do by a goal to nil. That goal scored by Danny Welbeck. Collected now by Gomez on the right flank, who's just drifting infield now, Gomez. And Gomez feeds it left-hand side. Never behind the ball now for Liverpool, including Cody Gakpo, who's now playing as the central striker. And it's wedged now into the penalty area. And the header was from Gomez that's gone over the crossbar. And once again, Liverpool looking rather vulnerable indeed when the ball is lifted into the box. That is how the goal emerged. And Gomez, in fairness to him, this one was a difficult technique because it was just above him almost. He was stretched to make any kind of contact on it. He was leaning backwards as well. And it skims off the Paraguayan's head. And out of play for a goal kick for Liverpool, which Mohamed smashes towards Cody Gakpo. Florian Wirtz takes the ball down inside the centre circle. Goes left-hand side for Milos Kerkez. Milos Kerkez now trying to find Florian Wirtz. And Brighton, though, with Van Hecke, managed to clear it, but it is out of play for a Liverpool throw on the left-hand side. And so Curtis Jones will collect. And it is now gathered by Ryan Gravenberch midway inside the Brighton half. Brighton leading by a goal to nil. Florian Wirtz inside the centre circle. And Florian Wirtz now to Alex McAllister. And then Wirtz again. And Wirtz just wedges it right-hand side now looking for Jeremy Frimpong. And Frimpong has it on the right-hand side. And Jeremy Frimpong's got Dominic Szoboszlai in support. Szoboszlai's ball in towards Alexis McAllister's a really good save that from Verbruggen. Because Alexis McAllister's header extracts a very decent save from Verbruggen to his left-hand side, and he did very well indeed. The goalkeeper was Alexis McAllister in decent goal-scoring form this year, you know, and Verbruggen had to get down low and get down well. He did just that to prevent Alexis McAllister from equalising for Liverpool. So Dominic Szoboszlai now will take the corner kick, and it's a corner kick on the right-hand side. And Szoboszlai tries to float it up towards Virgil van Dijk, who does keep it alive. Curtis Jones is underneath it as well. And is it going to drop now for a Liverpool player? No, it's not. Although Dominic Szoboszlai will, in fact, pick up the pieces. And Liverpool will seek to come again. So they have the ball on the left-hand side with Milos Kerkez, the Hungarian. Milos Kerkez is much improved of late as well. Feeds it in towards the Argentine World Cup winner Alexis McAllister, who rolls it cleverly now towards Ryan Gravenberch, and Ryan Gravenberch drops the shoulder just outside the area, free kick, and it's a free kick in Dominic Szoboszlai territory. No question about that. Szoboszlai, who's been absolutely prolific from free kicks this season. So it will be Dominic Szoboszlai to take it.
Again, I hope he doesn't score, man.
Well, he's scored 4 Premier League free kicks this season, Dominic Szoboszlai. He's one player in Premier League history to score more than that in a Premier League season. I'll leave you thinking on that, give you the answer momentarily. Blue skies in and around the Amex then, as Liverpool are trailing by a goal to nil. The goal scored by Danny Welbeck for Brighton Hove Albion. That is the moment that currently separates the two sides. Hugo Ekitike also off injured for Liverpool. Those are the major events if you're just joining us on the South Coast. Dominic Szoboszlai to take the free kick there. And it's bang central really. And it's 5 yards outside the penalty area. Hinchelwood offering the horizontal option in the wall. And there's 5 vertical. And there's a 3-man Liverpool wall in front of that. What's Szoboszlai going to do? Dominic Szoboszlai, the Hungarian. So dangerous from set-piece situations. 4 Premier League free kicks already this season he's scored from. It will be Dominic Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai over the wall and over the frame of the goal as well. Just couldn't get it up and down, Szoboszlai. And
Yes.
I think Verbruggen will be very relieved indeed. You could argue the one against Tottenham last weekend was a goalkeeping error because Vicario got gloves to it. And interestingly, really, with Dominic Szoboszlai, I mean, sometimes he needs to be a little bit further out so he can get it up and down. When it's that tight to goal, it's difficult because you've got to go through the wall. So it is Curtis Jones who will take the throw. Milos Kerkez actually takes the ball off him. And Curtis Jones does collect. Curtis Jones finds Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk deep inside his own half finds Curtis Jones, the substitute. Curtis Jones feeds it in towards Cody Gakpo. Rides one challenge, neatly done by Cody Gakpo. What's he got to the options? Gakpo nearly came for Alexis McAllister. There's a free kick. This one might be a little bit too far out for Dominic Szoboszlai to strike. Inter going into the referee's notebook. Darren England saw something he didn't like there in terms of the challenge. And Inter does go steaming in. And the studs are up, you know, against Cody Gakpo. And that is why the yellow card's been given.
What has he done, my boy?
It will be another free kick. This one is probably more in kind of Arsenal, Man City territory in terms of the goals that Szoboszlai has scored from this season in terms of distance. It's just on the left of centre. might be a little bit too far out for the striker goal.
What does
when he got the
Szoboszlai
confidence of
there?
Szoboszlai, is he going to fancy him? He's 35 yards from goal. It's a long way out, and it's going to be a cross. Szoboszlai just scoops it up towards Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk keeps it alive towards Milos Kerkez, and it's out of play for a corner. Lewis Dunk was there to nod it over the crossbar, and so it is a corner kick now for Liverpool, and a corner kick which Szoboszlai is going to take. Virgil van Dijk and Konate providing the height inside the penalty area. C2, Ryan Gravenberch and Curtis Jones as well. So Szoboszlai is going to take the corner kick here, right-footed on the right-hand side. It's an outswinger towards Virgil van Dijk, who keeps it alive, but very easy for Brighton Hove Albion to clear that. And now Jeremy Frimpong gets a touch on it, and Florian Wirtz as well, and now Szoboszlai. And Dominic Szoboszlai has Konate in support, but instead he goes backwards towards his fellow Hungarian, Milos Kerkez, and Ryan Gravenberch has the ball, but there's a man down here, and it's Ibrahim Konate who is down, and Minter, well, it's Jeremy Frimpong actually who's down, and it was Minter who has already been yellow carded, who went steaming in, and in fairness, I don't think it's a second yellow. I mean, he just makes contact with Jeremy Frimpong. He tries to pull out of the challenge, and Frimpong, his momentum really takes him into the air and makes him land rather awkwardly. But when you're on a yellow card, you do have to be careful with those kind of situations, don't you? So it is Ryan Gravenberch who has the ball, and he goes left-hand side now for Virgil van Dijk. And Virgil van Dijk in towards Gravenberch. And Gravenberch striding forwards, and he looked for Milos Kerkez, couldn't quite find him. And the ball just squirms out of play for a throw-in on the left-hand side for Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones then to Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk, right-footed, rakes it right-hand side, looking for Jeremy Frimpong. And the ball is out of play now. And Frimpong with the throw to Dominic Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai to Ryan Gravenberch. And Szoboszlai now back to Ibrahim Konate. Konate forwards towards Florian Wirtz. And Florian Wirtz back in towards Konate. All of this inside the Brighton half. Wirtz right-hand side now finds Dominic Szoboszlai. And Szoboszlai just creeping forwards now to Virgil van Dijk. And Virgil van Dijk fits in field towards Alex McAllister. Rolls it right-hand side now to Ibrahim Konate. And Ibrahim Konate now goes in field towards Ryan Gravenberch. And Ryan Gravenberch to Alexis McAllister. And Alexis McAllister was looking for the run of Curtis Jones. Is he going to find him? He very nearly did. And that'll be a corner kick for Liverpool on the right-hand side. There was an important touch on that. Alexis McAllister, who just wedged the ball over the back of the Brighton back line for the on-running Curtis Jones. And it's a corner in the end because Kadioglu's touch takes it behind. So Dominic Szoboszlai now will take the corner kick. Corner kick on the right flank now, which is come towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Comes back now to Jeremy Frimpong. Frimpong goes all the way back to Mamardashvili. Mamardashvili left-footed, smashes it forward, and Dunk just nods it back towards his own goalkeeper. But there was Milos Kerkez, who scored for Liverpool. And Kerkez wants the ball back, and it's a horrific error really at the back from Lewis Dunk. And Milos Kerkez read the situation, clips it past the goalkeeper, and it's Brighton Hove Albion 1, Liverpool 1. Well, Milos Kerkez
look at the mistakes Brighton were doing.
At the back from Brighton Hove Albion, it's Mamardashvili who clipped it long, and Dunk just tried to nod the ball back to his goalkeeper, and Milos Kerkez poked it over the keeper. It's a really good finish, actually, from the Hungarian. And the left back just floats it over Verbruggen and into the back of the net, and it's an absolute gift. And it's Brighton 1, Liverpool 1. Was a defensive error at the back from Brighton Hove Albion, just as it was a defensive error that allowed Brighton to open the scoring through Danny Welbeck. And it was Milos Kerkez who was alive when nobody else was. And Lewis Dunk tried to just glance the ball back to his goalkeeper, couldn't do so. And
what's happening
he got
in this
contact
match,
on it, Lewis Dunk, but he just wasn't aware of the run of Milos Kerkez, who had anticipated how the game and the moment was going to develop, really. And now there's an opportunity for
it's the
Alexis
DC
McAllister,
water,
but
heavens,
right, have it
wrong
back, and
thing,
James
man.
Milner's in possession. James Milner helps it forwards now. Danny Welbeck and Minter are the two runners.
Maybe he was
It could be a
paid,
chance now for
man. Who
Kadioglu
knows?
inside the area. Kadioglu on his right boot,
Maybe he
beats
was
it into the
paid.
penalty area towards Gomez. And Gomez now on the right flank against Kerkez. And he now pokes it back for James Milner. James Milner tries to help it forwards and does, but Milos Kerkez is there, and then Florian Wirtz does gather. Florian Wirtz sees the ball come back to him. Doesn't have too much in the way of options, Florian Wirtz, and he's given the ball straight back to Brighton Hove Albion. And here's a chance for Gomez on the right-hand side. And Gomez just feeds the ball into the penalty area. Wirtz now will collect it. Now Wirtz will properly clear it. Well, he should have properly cleared. Instead, he gives it straight back to Brighton and Hove Albion. So Milos Kerkez with the goal. The 22-year-old scores his second goal of the Premier League season, his second goal for Liverpool. And now the effort on goal just fizzes over the crossbar from Hinchelwood, never really troubling Georgian Marmadashvili. For Bournemouth last season, Milos Kerkez did get a couple of goals in 41 games. He's now got 2 in 39 for Liverpool. It's a really good moment that for Milos Kerkez in a Liverpool shirt. He'll be delighted with that moment, no question about it. So it is Brighton 1, Liverpool 1. Danny Welbeck giving Brighton Hove Albion the lead, and then the equalising goal from Milos Kerkez, although a major moment in the game came when Hugo Ekitike went off injured early on. Big blow that for Liverpool. I mean, the only saving grace really is the fact that it's now 2 weeks before the next Premier League game because, of course, we have the March international break, and Liverpool don't play again until the 4th of April, which is in 2 weeks' time, and that is the cup tie against Manchester City. And there is some feeling within the football club that Alexander Isak isn't too far away.
What a try. Brighton will get a second. Absolutely, man. Let's cross our fingers.
Being fit again, so if Ekitike is out for a while, that would be a very welcome boost, wouldn't it, for Isak to be back involved. It is now Brighton who have the ball on the right-hand side. Hinchelwood trying to feed it forward, and Milos Kerkez blocks it off. Ekitike is now back on the bench for Liverpool. And Ekitike is still grimacing somewhat, obviously frustrated with the injury that has curtailed his involvement in this game. Van Hecke now has it for Brighton Hove Albion. Feeds it
Brighton on the
left-hand side
Hove
now.
Albion.
And here come Brighton once again, and it is Minter down the left-hand side against Frimpong, and he cuts inside. Frimpong wants a free kick. He's never going to get a free kick for that. And Szoboszlai keeps it in play on the right-hand side. And he finds Alexis McAllister. Alexis McAllister now trying to squeeze between two, can't do so.
I don't know, man. I'm not a barber, man.
Brighton,
I'm not a
James Milner on the
hairstylist.
left-hand side, just to the left of centre.
Number 8 the day is
Hinchelwood with the
asking,
touch.
that hairstyle is
Kadioglu goes
crackers.
down the line, and now,
How do we call it?
well, Minto's
I don't know.
on the yellow card. He needs to be careful because he threw himself on the turf there.
Yakuba Minte.
And,
Come on.
well, Arne Slot saying it's a dive, but Minter should be off. And when you see the replay on the monitors here, I think he's got a pretty decent point. Hoisted forward towards the halfway line, and Alexis McAllister wins the header. Then Frimpong will mop up and feeds it down the line. Kadioglu now gathers just shy of the halfway line to the left of centre for Brighton Hove Albion. 34 minutes play. Brighton 1, Liverpool 1 is the score. Kadioglu feeds it down the line now towards James Milner. James Milner in field towards Minte. And it's back inside now towards Lewis Dunk, whose error led towards the Liverpool equalising goal, which was scored by Milos Kerkez, his second goal of the season, the second goal in Liverpool colours. Now it is Verbruggen who feeds it right-hand side, and Brighton trying to build up from the back once again. They have it now through Verbruggen. Verbruggen goes right flank to Now back to his goalkeeper again. And now Danny Welbeck intervenes. And all of a sudden, Brighton now look a little bit livelier. And it's hoisted to the right-hand side, but Jeremy Frimpong is underneath it against Minter. And that is going to be a throw-in for Brighton on the left-hand side in the sunshine. Kadioglu does gather. Kadioglu now to Danny Welbeck. And Danny Welbeck has the option of James Milner just 5 yards behind him. Now a chance for Lewis Dunk to come forwards, but James Milner will regather, and James Milner goes left-hand side for Minter. And Minter feeds it inside towards Kadioglu. Kadioglu now right flank to Gomez. And Gomez, who set up the opening goal for Danny Welbeck, feeds it back in field towards James Milner. And James Milner now goes back in field towards, well, it's Van Hecker. And Brighton will come out from the back and inside the centre circle. They have it once more. Now scooped left-hand side and it's collected by Minte. And now Brighton have it once more just outside the centre circle. Here they come again as Lewis Dunk does collect. And Lewis Dunk feeds it forwards now, left-hand side. And will that be kept alive by Kadioglu? Yes, it will be, but Frimpong is there, but Kadioglu wins the physical battle. And so it is now Kadioglu who feeds it into the penalty area. Remember, Konate was there, then the effort on goal is sliced wide of the upright by Pascal Gross. So it remains Brighton 1, Liverpool 1 on the south coast. So Mohamed feeds it to Alexis McAllister. Alexis McAllister now to Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk back to Mohamed. Mohamed scoops it forwards now to James Milner. And James Milner gives it away, and Dominic Szoboszlai is looking for runners. He can only find Florian Wirtz. And Wirtz round the corner for Jeremy Frimpong. And Frimpong might fancy the foot race here against Kadioglu, but
Florian Wirtz
goes back infield towards Dominic Szoboszlai. Dominic Szoboszlai right on halfway, sitting a little bit deeper, so it is the Gravenberg Szoboszlai axis defensively. And Alex McAllister is the one of that midfield three that's pushed higher up. Van Hecker now gathers, and Van Hecker feeds it down the line, but both sides exchange of possession very freely indeed. So it's gathered now by Brighton on the right-hand side. Lewis Dunk does gather now, and it is Brighton who are in possession. Brighton have it right-hand side. It's kept alive by Danny Welbeck, and then Milos Kerkez is there, but Milos Kerkez is indeed penalised. So it is a free kick for Brighton and Hove Albion. Liverpool throw though on the right hand side. Arne Slot has just not stopped talking to the fourth official on the touchline throughout the entirety of the game as Mohamed miscues the clearance, but Frimpong is back to alleviate the danger, and that's out of play for a goal kick. And so Mohamed will take the goal kick. Signed from Valencia. The Allison's number 2 really, but
am I yawning, man?
It'll be interesting to see whether Allison does sign a new contract at the football club, and two reports that he might go back to Brazil. It's a clever turn inside the penalty area from Minter, but he's never going to get a free kick for that. It's a couple of occasions now that Minter's hit the deck a little bit too softly for the Liverpool players' liking. Brighton over Albion 1, Liverpool 1 is the score. 5 minutes to play before half-time. I imagine there'll be a little bit more of that as well because of the injury for Hugo Ekitike, and Kerkez is now limping around the pitch a little bit. Obviously, Andy Robertson would be the option to replace him. And Virgil van Dijk is going to take the goal kick, and he goes back to Mamardashvili. Mamardashvili scoops it up towards the halfway line and tries to find Milos Kerkez. Lex McAllister does gather. Now collected by Florian Wirtz. And Florian Wirtz goes right-hand side now to Frimpong. And he's got the option of Curtis Jones in support. It is now Curtis Jones. And Curtis Jones finds Frimpong again on the right-hand side. Is he going to cross the ball into the box? No, he's going to feed it back to Curtis Jones. And Curtis Jones drifting infields. And he finds Ibrahim Konate. Konate then to Alex McAllister. Alex McAllister to Milos Kerkez. Milos Kerkez to Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo gliding infield.
Score for the team.
And rise the challengers, Cody Gakpo, and now finds Ryan Gravenberg, 35 yards from goal. Gravenberg twisting and turning. Gravenberg now to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones and Jeremy Frimpong. 2 yards in from the touchline on the right flank. There's Jeremy Frimpong back towards Curtis Jones just outside the area. Now Alexis McAllister gathers, and he finds Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk to Kerkez. Kerkez into Dominic Szoboszlai, and now Alexis McAllister in towards Curtis Jones. And Curtis Jones has got the option of Frimpong in support. Finds Jeremy Frimpong. It is Jeremy Frimpong now for Liverpool. Curtis Jones with him on the right-hand side, but Frimpong manages to squirm away. How's the cross? Stabs it up into the area. And, well, Lewis Dunk's not having a good afternoon at all, because he just tried to chest that back to his goalkeeper, Bruggen, and he's put it out of play for a Liverpool corner. It was a nice enough idea, but it was a little bit risky inside his own 6-yard box. And it's out of play for a corner kick for Liverpool on the right-hand side. So Dominic Szoboszlai will take it. Liverpool's 5th corner kick of this match on the right-hand side. And so it will be a corner kick now for Liverpool on the right-hand side. Szoboszlai flicks it in. And Curtis Jones is there and Konate as well. But eventually stabbed away and out of play for a throw for Liverpool on the right flank. And now Szoboszlai to Florian Wirtz. And then Szoboszlai once more on Curtis Jones. And Curtis Jones back to Jeremy Frimpong. And he finds Florian Wirtz. Nice turn by Ryan Gravenberg. And Ryan Gravenberg's got support on the left-hand side. Ryan Gravenberg tries to find Virgil van Dijk and does. And Dunk was there. And it's going to be gathered now by Bruggen.
Nice.
And Bruggen, the goalkeeper.
Nice defending.
Does
Did you want to score an own goal?
So it will be Bruggen to wheel it out. Probably been the better side of the two, really, in the game so far. Certainly have more of the ball. And it's now very nearly a chance for Dominic Szoboszlai on the right-hand side, but it's eventually going to be a throw-in for Brighton on their left-hand side.
These players are funny, man. This game is full of mistakes. The first goal was from a mistake. The second goal, the equalizer from Liverpool, a mistake. It
is now a throw-in for Brighton on the left-hand side. It's going to be Florian Wirtz now to gather, and Wirtz twisting and turning inside the Brighton half, finds Virgil van Dijk, who tries to find Jeremy Frimpong, can't quite, and Danny Welbeck now and then Minter are going to try and bring away the ball, and Hinshelwood had it. He's annoyed the referee hasn't played advantage there. He's brought it back for the free kick, and that's going to be a yellow card for Ibrahim Konate. That's why the referee stopped the game.
Ibrahim Konate, yellow card.
Preferred him to allow play to continue because Hinshelwood was moving on to the ball, and the runners left the right.
Let someone get a
Danny Welbeck.
red card.
Danny Welbeck goes down, and so Ibrahim Konate gets yellow carded.
Ibrahim Konate.
Certainly a very interesting opening 45 minutes. Brighton 1, Liverpool 1. The score, and Virgil van Dijk scoops it away. It was Milos Kerkez with the equalising goal after Danny Welbeck had opened the scoring for the home side. Chance now for Minter on the left-hand side against Kanate once more. Minter's inside the penalty area, goes on the outside, deflection on it. Mohamed gets a touch, and it's going to scrum all the way through now to Curtis Jones on the left-hand side by his own corner flag. And Curtis Jones tries to play out for the back and does, because Milos Kerkez just slices it away and out of play for a throw-in for Brighton. It was an important touch by Mohamed in the Liverpool goal, as Minter had a lot of space to work with on the left-hand side. And it is now Brighton and Hinshelwood who gather the ball. Pascal Gross tries to feed it in. Frimpong's header is a pretty poor one. And Minter then does gather. And Minter tries to get the cross into the penalty area. Frimpong did well in the end to see it behind for a corner kick. So it's going to be a corner kick now for Brighton in stoppage time at the end of the first half. Mohamed touch a moment or so ago, just taking it away from Danny Welbeck. So it will be now a corner kick for Brighton on the left. Corner kick. So, corner kick for Brighton in stoppage time at the end of the first half. Brighton 1, Liverpool 1 as a score. We played 2 of the allocated 5 minutes, and it is going to be now a corner kick right-footed on the left-hand side into the penalty. As the boss lies there, drops for James Milner, who has a ping, then is stabbed on as the boss lie will smash it away. And Florian Wirtz is underneath it, trying to pick up the loose ball against James Milner. And it is James Milner who wins the physical battle between himself and Florian Wirtz.
For sure, man.
So it's a throw-in now for
causing mistakes.
Liverpool on the left-hand side. And it is Milos Kerkez now who will take the throw on the left-hand side. So Milos Kerkez to take the throw. So Boslide's going to go all the way back to his goalkeeper, Mamardashvili. Mamardashvili to Kanate. And Kanate trying to find Frimpong and does. Jeremy Frimpong has the ball inside the penalty area now for Liverpool. It is Jeremy Frimpong on the right-hand side. Finds Alexis McAllister, but Brighton have bodies back there. Although they're giving it away really cheaply for Florian Wirtz. It is Florian Wirtz who might fancy it, does, but it's a poor strike from Florian Wirtz into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Wirtz.
And it remains
Florian
Wirtz
with a very poor
of the allocated 5
performance
at the
today.
end of the opening 45. So
2 minutes to go.
is
Get the after.
still one apiece to score. Free kick's gone in Liverpool's favour. Stoppage time into the first half, and Jeremy Frimpong now looks like the player who's moving not in the way we would have liked. Bosley smashed it long. We played 4 of the allocated 5 minutes, and Milos Kerkez does gather, but he's given the ball away immediately. Mifa just pokes it down the line. Lex McAllister gathers, Lex McAllister goes down, and that is surely going to be a free kick for Liverpool on the left-hand side, is it? Certainly would have thought so. Is that going to be a yellow card as well for Gomez? It is. Okay, already substituted off, injured in the game. It didn't look like a good one either, you'd have to say, for Ekatike. Really felt it on the left thigh, maybe the left knee even. So Paraguay Diego Gomez goes into the notebook, and this free kick will be pretty much the last of the bit, but it's not a particularly good one. The whistle goes for half time. It is one apiece to the Amex.
God damn. Halftime score, my people. Halftime. 1-1, man. Let me share my screen, man. My network is ambushing me. My network is ambushing me, man. The scores on your screens is 1-1 halftime. Poor performance from Florian Wirtz. Both goals were from mistakes. I don't know, man. I don't know. But it is what it is, man. My boy A to the B saying Frimpong is a hole on the right side, man. You are right. Also, Florian Wirtz playing a very shitty match today. But it is what it is. Let's wait for the second half, my dogs. Grab something to eat over there. Drink some water. We get back in 10 minutes. Don't turn off don't turn off your TV if you are watching. Don't log off from this channel, man. Just hold your horses, man. Even me, I should drink some water, then get back. My boy A to the B. What can you say from the match, man? My people. Let's wait for the second half, my dogs. Come on. I've been talking, I've been having a phone call. But it is what it is, man. The first half has been full of mistakes, man. Both of the goals, both goals, let me say, both goals came from mistakes, man. Crazy, man. Crazy to think about it. Crazy to think about it. But let's wait for the second half, my dogs. Brighton, please. You have a chance. No Ekitike, no Salah. What else are you waiting for, man? Let's wait for the second half, my dogs. God damn. God damn. How many minutes remaining? Less than 10 minutes. Can't wait to see Liverpool being defeated. Brighton, they have a chance, big chance to win. No Salah, no Ekitike, but still you can't win. How is that even possible? And it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Liverpool also, they have the power to change, take things, and make things happen. Can see 8 votes. Big up to everyone who is voting, man. Can see no is at 62%, yes at 38%, man. Let's keep on voting. Vote. Let me know which team you're supporting, man. Vote, vote, vote. As we wait for the second half, man. Let me grab something to eat, drink some water, then I'll be back. For now, just chill out. Chill out. All right? I'll be back. Minute, my coverage is back to 0. Oh my goodness. Brighton, Brighton, Brighton. Well, good, please, man, make sure to subscribe, make sure to vote in the live chat. I want to know which team you're supporting this afternoon. Let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know. Also, you can follow me. Follow me on Instagram, man. I am Pankey X Pankey IBFLB. Facebook Pankey IBFLB. Yeah, those are my social media accounts, man. You can find me there. Catch me there. Let's talk, man. Let's talk. But most will find me here. I'll be here on YouTube. Single day, man. Every single day. Boom! 8 votes in, man. Keep voting. Keep voting. Let's get to 30 votes then before the second half comes in. Let's make it to 10 votes, 30 votes before the second half begins. I can see Yusuf Zlatan sending in some laughing emoji, man. I hope you are reacting to the bees. You know, comment, man, up there, man. I hope that's what you are reacting about. Oh my goodness. Frimpong is a disgrace, man, for Liverpool. But I want Liverpool to lose. So these mistakes are what I'm looking for, man. Because if they make mistakes, Brighton wins. If they make these mistakes, I'll be the one celebrating, man. I'll be the one celebrating. I can see Yusuf Zlatan saying, yes, I knew it, man. I knew it. Anyway, man, my dad's. How many minutes remaining? Less than 5. Less than 5 minutes, man. We get to the second half. I'm really waiting to see the end, the final. Let me say the final score this match. Jeremy Frimpong. Another Jeremy in the Premier League, like Jeremy Doku. I think Doku is other name is Jeremy. Jeremy Doku. Crazy, man. But I want him to do those mistakes in the second half. Danny Welbeck. Crazy. Danny Welbeck should punish those mistakes. And where is Mitoma, man? I've not seen Mitoma. Does anyone know where the hell he is? Because Brighton, they can win this match. My boy at the B saying a Manchester and Arsenal legend. Yeah, Danny Welbeck, a legend, man, a legend. He has been in the game for a minute now. He has been in the game for a minute. He has been punishing teams all along. Punishing teams all along. I'm still wondering, when is he gonna retire, man? Because he has been in this game for a minute. I would love to know, when will he retire? Because he has been a stubborn footballer, man, for a minute. Stubborn footballer for a minute. The second half is in, my dogs. Let me put up a live commentary. Get to enjoy, man, this live stream together, man. The second half is in. No time to waste. Still 1-1. Still 1-1. That's the good news. Yeah, that's the question I was asking, man. That's the question I was asking. Why is Danny Welbeck playing and scoring goals like a young player, man? Like we have said, a 16-year-old Max Dorman. That's the biggest question. That's the biggest question. Let's enjoy, man. Let's enjoy this second half, man.
So Danny Welbeck goes into the referee's notebook. Brighton 1, Liverpool 1 is the score. Virgil van Dijk now has it on the left-hand side. Virgil van Dijk to Milos Kerkez, and the ball's going to break. Is it now for Cody Gap on the left-hand side? No, because Brighton are back in possession, and Milos Kerkez is trying to tussle forward. Gomez was there, and now it's a chance for Hinshelwood. Hinshelwood tries to beat it in field towards Minter, doesn't come off. And so Ryan Gravenberg on the left-hand side just outfoxes Hinshelwood, and then Alex McAllister does collect, and Alex McAllister sweeps it right-hand side towards Frimpong. But it is over the head of Jeremy Frimpong, so it will be a throw-in for Brighton Hove Albion. They have the ball now on the left-hand side, and the lead that they had in the game after Gomez had set up Danny Welbeck to nod home from close range.
Close range.
Levelled up when there was a moment when Milos Kerkez nipped into very good effect indeed to equalise for Liverpool in the game. Chance now for Jeremy Frimpong on the right-hand side for Liverpool, but Brighton Hove Albion are back there, and the Bruggen does indeed gather. I think when you look at the undeniable quality of this Liverpool side, about that as well, a real frustration. So many, of course, factors around that, as Alexis McAllister smashes it long and looks for the brother Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz with the control, 35 yards from goal. Still Florian Wirtz in possession. Got Cody Gakpo in support. Florian Wirtz hasn't had a particularly good game today. He's shrugged off the ball, and Brighton, through Danny Welbeck, will regather. And so it is an opportunity now for Brighton, where the ball has been a little bit of a bitty, you would say, second half so far in the game. Brighton 1, Liverpool 1 the score. Danny Welbeck's opener cancelled out by Milos Kerkez. It's Virgil van Dijk on the halfway line. And Virgil van Dijk is going to bring it forward to Alex McAllister, who turns it around the corner for Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz to Gravenberg now to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones in towards Wirtz. Wirtz goes back to Cody Gakpo. Will this still to Florian Wirtz, 25 yards from goal. Finds Cody Gakpo in field. Cody Gakpo was trying to find a way through, couldn't do so. And Brighton will bring the ball away. And are they going to get a free kick? No, they're not. Virgil van Dijk does indeed gather. And it'll be Cody Gakpo to try to keep it in play. James Milner scoops it forwards. Wirtz is there to Milos Kerkez. Milos Kerkez to Virgil van Dijk. Then to Florian Wirtz on the left-hand side. Evades one challenge to Wirtz. Finds Ryan Gravenberg. Ryan Gravenberg to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones tries to feed it in towards Cody Gakpo, but couldn't quite get a touch on it. It hasn't quite been Cody Gakpo's season, has it? It's been another frustration, really, from a Liverpool perspective this season. So many individual players haven't got going, and equates to what's happened to them collectively, and it has been very frustrating. I think there's no question about that in terms of you look at what they've accomplished this season so far compared to what they wanted to accomplish in terms of defending that Premier League title. Hoisted towards the halfway line, and it is Minter who does gather. Minter infield towards Kadioglu. Kadioglu's 30 yards from goal. He might fancy this. Kadioglu just lets fly. Mamardashvili, in fairness to him, it was a pretty nice height for the goalkeeper. The Georgian sprawling away to his right-hand side. But Kadioglu is encouraged to take it on. And Mamardashvili just pushing it away. Resulting corner kick for Brighton comes in. And it was FIFA who was in there, Mats FIFA. And he got a glance on it, but could only glance it past the upright. The corner kick was taken quickly. It was fizzed into the penalty area. It's more or less a free header because Kanate and Van Dijk just saw the runners go in between them. Welbeck rose, so to Viva.
Brighton, let's go.
Out of play.
One goal, please. One goal, please. And it's possible.
So Verbruggen has the ball at the back of Verbruggen. Smashes it beyond everyone and out of play. So it is Salah who's gesticulating on the touchline. Kanate has the ball and feeds it right hand side for Ryan Gravenberg. And Ryan Gravenberg now to Ibrahima Kanate. And Ibrahima Kanate just helps it left hand side looking for Cody Gakpo. But it's out of play now for a throw in. So it's going to be a throw in which Milos Kerkez will indeed take. Milos Kerkez just has the ball now on the left-hand side for Liverpool, and it could be an opportunity now for Kanate to bring it away, but in fact Brighton have the ball back, but the flag has got up, I think, and it will be a free kick now, and Hinchelwood's not happy. The foul or an offside, and Hinchelwood, the man penalised, and so Kanate is going to launch the ball away now for Liverpool. In fact, he's going to go shortly to Curtis Jones. He's dropped right back in Curtis Jones between his two centre-backs. He's the furthest player back, Curtis Jones. He's brought onto the left-hand side after Ekitike went off injured. Szoboszlai on the right-hand side feeds it down the line, and Brighton now in possession, and Szoboszlai does collect. Dominic Szoboszlai right-footed wedges it forward looking towards Cody Gakpo, but it is beyond Cody Gakpo, and Mats FIFA very calmly indeed mops up at the back, and the offside flag is up anyway against Cody Gakpo. And I wonder how long it's going to be before we see Rio Ngamoa come on for Liverpool, because he has looked like such a live wire recently, and I don't think it will be too long, to be honest, before he does indeed enter the field of play. Slot appears to have increasing confidence in what we've seen from Rio Ngamoa. Could be a chance now for Gomez and Brighton and Hove Albion. Played 55 minutes of the game. Collected now on the left-hand side, and it's gathered now on that left flank by Mintz, who's on a yellow card. His early cross to the penalty was a really good one, and it's touched home by Danny Welbeck, and the flag stays down.
We've been talking about Danny
Welbeck's
Welbeck
not
for
here, but Minter's ball into the penalty area was absolutely superb. I think Danny Welbeck's behind the play, and I think this goal's going to stand. 55 minutes on the clock, Brighton lead 2-1. Liverpool again just sleeping at the back.
Yes.
And Danny Welbeck there to tap it home.
Yes.
And Arne Slot's watching on the monitor. Well, it was Minter initially, he was certainly on side, on the left-hand side. And he fed the ball into the penalty area, clearly onside. And when the ball comes back to Danny Welbeck, well, he's actually offside, Danny Welbeck. So that's why he wasn't celebrating, because I think he knew Welbeck. Now, was he behind the ball? That could be the only question mark in this one. It was Hinshelwood who kept the 4 yards out. But the question now
goodness. Are they going to cancel it?
Was Danny Welbeck offside, or was he in fact behind the ball? Hinshelwood, it is 7 yards from goal, who clips it back into play. And they are checking the goal, of course, for a possible offside. So what's going to be the final verdict here? We are waiting to see.
Holy.
Yeah, our officials are looking at the monitor.
It's going to stand.
Danny Welbeck, was he behind the ball when Hinshelwood gets the touch on it? That'll be the big question here. And it's a goal. The goal stands. It's Brighton over Albion 2, Liverpool 1. And Danny Welbeck backs the brace. And Brighton are back in front.
Yes,
Well,
Danny
must have
Welbeck.
been close.
Let's
have been close. I mean,
go.
Danny Welbeck put the ball in the back of the net. But Hinshelwood, 7 yards out, has just poked it into the path of Danny Welbeck. And Danny Welbeck tapped it home. Didn't celebrate because he thought he might have been offside.
Yes.
But the
Let's
player,
go,
Danny Welbeck, was
Brighton,
obviously
and Hove
behind the ball, and so therefore the goal does stand, and Liverpool are trailing by 2 goals to 1. Florian Wirtz nods the ball on, and Brighton and Albion now are at the back and trying to defend this lead, as they have already had a lead once this afternoon, which they've squandered. So Liverpool have to find a way to come from the back again. Well, it's been a fascinating game, it really has. When you look at the opportunities that have been presented, you'd have to say there's a lot of really poor defensive errors at the back, and just some really sloppy play. I mean, some really, really sloppy play.
Their mistakes, there were
Which
chances.
resulted in Brighton leading by 2 goals to 1. Well, Curtis Jones is down in a heap here because he feels as though there was too much contact. Curtis Jones is, well, he's making his case to the referee, and he's pointing to that right leg. It was Hinshelwood who went in, and Curtis Jones, Liverpool could do without another injury situation, couldn't they? Hinshelwood. And we're seeing on the monitors here exactly how Danny Welbeck was onside, because he was, in fact, behind the ball. And so Danny Welbeck's second goal of the game means that it is Brighton over Albion 2, Liverpool 1. Although there's still half an hour left to play. And
Welbeck.
Miserable afternoon for Liverpool, hasn't it? That Hugo Katike injury, a goal that they got was gifted to them. And then since then, they haven't really been able to create too much at all. Look at options on the bench. I mean, Federico Chiesa would be one. Rio Nkamo would be the obvious one. But it's been all about Brighton so far as Minte goes around the outside of Kanate. He's inside the penalty with the cutback, and Grafberg just dealing with the situation of Frimpong to Szoboszlai. And Szoboszlai launches it long, but there's no one there. I mean, it's Florian Wirtz almost playing as a false 9, which doesn't really suit him, I don't think. And it is Virgil van Dijk to Kanate. Way against Minter, and Minter's gone down, and that is going to be a free kick in a good position for Brighton to the left of centre, just outside the penalty area. So it's a good opportunity for Brighton to get good delivery into the box, or possibly take the strike in on goal. That could be the option. Jeremy Frimpong goes into the referee's notebook, and Well, Liverpool are going to have to make changes here, and Arne Slot, I mean, he knows how important it is to finish in that top 5. Personally, to keep his job, you feel, and for the club to keep doing what they've been doing in recent years, which is continuing to qualify for the Champions League. So a free kick though for Brighton over Albion, and Fabian Hurst will be delighted at how his side have played the first hour of this match. So it is going to be Gomez who is standing over it, and Herzler watching on. Herzler in the gloves today. 12, 13 degrees on the south coast. Mohamed Salah organising the wall. Mohamed Salah has organised the 4-man Liverpool wall. Looks as though Gomez, the Paraguayan, minutes on the clock for the left of centre. It is going to be Diego Gomez to strike it right foot with the save. Nice height for the goalkeeper, but it's a very decent free kick down from Gomez. And Mohamed Salah, the big Georgian, away to his left-hand side, actually used his right arm to kind of punch the ball away. Certainly going in. And Mohamed Salah makes a good save with a strong right arm. So throw in now for Brighton Albion on the right-hand side. It is Hitchwood who does keep it alive, and now Milos Kerkez and Florian Wirtz, and then Cody Gakpo do collect. Cody Gakpo has it, and he's got to switch the play here. Surely Cody Gakpo does, and he's got Jerry Frimpong on the right-hand side. Goalkeeper starting position, though, but Brugge was very good indeed, and he just clips it up towards halfway. So Bosley gives it straight back to Danny Welbeck, who is now on a hat-trick, by the way. And Kadioglu sees it out of play. It's going to be a throw for Brighton. It's going to be a substitution for Liverpool, and you know who's coming on. It's Rio Ngamoa. Rio Ngamoa, the 17-year-old, a bright spark in an otherwise rather dull Liverpool season. Predominantly plays off the left-hand side. We know he can play off the right as well, but because Frimpong's gone off, I think this is going to be Rio Ngamoa to play on the right-hand side now, unless Dominic Szoboszlai's going to slot in a right back. We will await to see exactly how that is going to line up in here. I think Curtis Jones has gone to right back. Konate, Virgil van Dijk still, of course, the two centre-backs. Kerkez left back. Still going to be Dominic Szoboszlai and Gravenberg as the anchor. And then Rio Ngamoa's got left-hand side. And I assume Florian Wirtz then is the player who's drifted to the right. But it is the Liverpool in possession through Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk to Konate. Konate to Curtis Jones, who definitely is playing right back. Curtis Jones to Alexis McAllister and finds Ryan Gravenberg. And Ryan Gravenberg, right-hand side, has the Dominic Szoboszlai. And Szoboszlai considered, I think, the early ball in, opted against it. Szoboszlai now feeds it infield towards Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz for Liverpool, finds Curtis Jones inside the area. Curtis Jones with the effort back with a save for Brugge, corner kick Liverpool left-hand side.
Save.
First time in the game, really, we've seen Curtis Jones in a promising position in that kind of area. And he just opened up his body and extracted a very good save indeed from the goalkeeper. And it's pushed wide by Brugge, and it will be a corner kick now for Liverpool, which Dominic Szoboszlai will take. Szoboszlai is going to take the corner kick then on the left-hand side, and he's going to take it right-footed and feed it into a good area. Goalkeeper gets a glove on it, not much more. So it'll be a corner kick from the opposing flank because Brugge got the last touch on it, and so it's behind for another corner kick. Corner kick which Brugge does touch away, and so Szoboszlai is going to take the corner kick from the right-hand side. Dominic Szoboszlai will take it, and he's going to take it now on the right-hand side. Gives the signal by raising his left arm as Dominic Szoboszlai feeds it into the penalty area, and the free header from Alexis McAllister should be 2-2. Should have scored against his former club then, the Argentine. It's an absolute free header. It is Dominic Szoboszlai with the corner kick for the right-hand side, just feeds it in. Alexis McAllister, 7 yards out, has to score. Has to score there. Alexis McAllister, I think he knows it too, because he was in a wonderful position, around about 6 or 7 yards out. Yes, he's got to glance it on, but make absolutely no mistake. A player of his quality, the World Cup winner, he's got to score to make that 2 apiece. So it remains Brighton 2, Liverpool 1. And it is 2 goals from Danny Welbeck that currently His side are taking all 3 points as Mohamed scoops it up towards halfway. Sabosla tries to flick it on towards Cody Gakpo. Verts is there. But, I mean, the lack of a number 9 is so telling for Liverpool. Obviously, Alexander Isak, a long injury this season, after having no pre-season as well. You could critique in and out the side really with injuries. Yes, he scored goals, but decent spell on the sidelines. And as I mentioned, real worrying one that Rekatike with the manner in which he went off early on in that first half. Right now, by enjoying themselves out there as well. Inchwood commits the foul, and it's going to be a free kick here for Liverpool. They've got 24 minutes or so to try to back an equalising goal. So it is Kanate who stands over this. Ibrahima Kanate smashes it long. Sabosla flicks it on. Gakpo likewise, and Danny Welbeck does supremely well. He's clean through a goal. The angle is acute, but it's Minter left-footed. Big save, Marmanashvili. Probably keeps Liverpool in the game. It's a really good save for the Georgian, and all of a sudden the other is time 7 minutes on the clock for.
That's a big save, man.
Probably seal the game and score Brighton's third goal. Yes, the angle was tight. It's not easy. This I actually think it's a very good save. Minter takes a strike on, kind of hits the chest of the Liverpool goalkeeper. Lex McAllister in the meantime has gone into the notebook. It's a yellow card.
What a player, Mente. Vancouver.
Fabian Hertz has also been yellow carded for something in the heart of proceedings as well. Yeah, I think it was the imaginary card that Fabian Hertzler was wagging when yellow card anyway. It means Brighton playing some good football, and it is Marmanashvili who has it inside the 6-yard box, and he scoops it up towards the halfway line. Florian Wirtz fighting in. Throwing goes in Liverpool's favour. They've got just over 20 minutes from the Amex, otherwise it's a result that will okay in the race for those top 5 places. And I mean, the repercussions now for finishing or not finishing in the Champions League are absolutely massive, aren't they? They really are. It is Alex McAllister who has the ball on the left-hand side. Cody Gakpo and Rio Ngamoa in support. Cody Gakpo drifting field, and everything's to his right-hand side, and one of which is Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones into traffic right about 30 yards from goal. Lex McAllister touched the ball, not particularly good ball from Curtis Jones, and Bergen clips it towards halfway, and all of a sudden Minter's got some grass to move into. He's got Danny Welbeck in support. Curtis Jones and Kanate are trying to sandwich him out, and Minter's done pretty well to try to pitch a corner, has he? Minter just cups his ear to the crowd. And it's going to be, I think, a throw in to Brighton, and Minter just gets the high fives from his teammates. He's putting a good shift out there today. Probably table as it stands then. Well, Liverpool would still be 5th, but Chelsea would only be a point behind them. And that would be a big opportunity for Chelsea away at Everton tonight. So it is now a corner kick which will be taken on the left-hand side. It'll be taken right-footed as well for Brighton Hove Albion. And the corner into half-decent area is going to drop pretty invitingly as well. Not properly cleared by Liverpool. There's a little swivel inside the penalty. Eventually Gomez lashes it back in. And Virgil van Dijk got a touch on it. Brighton will come again. It's been a good 10-15 minute spell this for Brighton over Albion. The substitution of Rio Gamoa hasn't really changed anything, and Arne Slot will feel as though he's rather shorter options on the bench as well, because Federico Chiesa will be the only other obvious one to try and change things. Carlos Baleba is going to come on. So, certainly the frustration from a Liverpool perspective will be very apparent indeed. But from a Brighton perspective, they will be delighted at how this one is currently unravelling, because as it stands, Brighton would go up to 8th in the table. And from there, I mean, you never know. They'll be looking at those above them with 7 games of the season to play and wondering if they could perhaps finish 6th or 5th. You never know. But certainly for Liverpool, this will be a really damaging one after a good result against Galatasaray in midweek. It is now Brighton who do have the ball on the right-hand side. Virgil van Dijk nudges it away, and Florian Wirtz is struggling for it, so to Rio Gamoa. Milos Kerkez now to Florian Wirtz. Milos Kerkez is in a bit of a muddle by himself in the left-back slot. It's going to be a throw for Liverpool. You just wonder when you look at this Liverpool team sometimes, is there enough belief in there that they can get a second goal to take something from the contest? Maybe Özil's readying a couple of substitutions here. Carlos Baleba is certainly going to come on as Milos Kerkez gets the clearance all wrong. And Brighton are back in possession, and Curtis Jones goes back to Konate. Konate with a challenge with Danny Welbeck. It's not a penalty. Referee Darren England's got that one spot on, and fairness to Danny Welbeck, I don't think he's actually appealing for it. And Milos Kerkez to Gravenberg. Gravenberg's trying to release Rio Gamoa, and Gamoa has the ball on the left-hand side and slides in between two, and that is a free kick, Rio Gamoa. I mean, his feet are so quick, you just can't touch him, the young man. And, well, Konate got himself in a mess, and then sort of stumbled into Danny Welbeck. Arm came across, both players went down, but it's not a penalty. So Kerkez has the ball. Kerkez to Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk in towards Alexis McAllister. Alexis McAllister towards Gravenberg. And Florian Wirtz is there. And Gravenberg to Milos Kerkez. Milos Kerkez to Rio Gamoa, who tries to take on his man. And Rio Gamoa down to find Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz now to Alexis McAllister. Alexis McAllister just rolls his studs over the ball inside the centre circle. And he finds Virgil van Dijk. And Virgil van Dijk to the left-hand side of Milos Kerkez. And Milos Kerkez to Rio Gamoa. He finds Florian Wirtz. And Florian Wirtz now. And Liverpool looking to build and looking to conjure something from the game. It is Ibrahima Konate. Konate now to Curtis Jones. But it's been the lack of creativity, hasn't it? So... looks as though Federico is going to be the latest Liverpool player to come on. We know how exciting Rio Gamoa is, and is there going to be a chance now for Rio Gamoa? It goes down, and it's only going to be a goal kick. It is difficult, isn't it? I mean, throwing on a 17-year-old when you need a goal just goes to show that we spent so much money in the summer. Liverpool squad is very thin on the ground. It's going to be Minter here to come off with 15 minutes left to play. And straight to one or two kicks. It's also James Milner's going to come off here. So Milner and Minter, the two players who are coming off, both have put in a real shift this afternoon. Both played really well. And Baleba and Matoma are the two players to come on. And for Liverpool,
Mitoma is coming
Robertson's going to come on as well. Robertson presumably life for life for Kirkes. We're going to wait to find out Chiesa possibly for Gakpo, but we will see.
Let's destroy Liverpool, man.
Florian Wirtz is going to come off. Well, Andy Robertson's off first of all, and Milos Kirkes is limping off. Not a great sign. He's shaking his head as well. And then Ibrahim Konate is coming off for Federico Chiesa. So I assume that means Ryan Gravenberch is going to sit next to Virgil van Dijk in the heart of the defence. You know, Robertson on the left of that, and then possibly Curtis Jones still at right back. So Bosley and McAllister the sitting two, and then you've got Rio Ngamoa, Chiesa as the false nine. Gakpo's gone to the right-hand side now. Has Gakpo just gone off? Well, I mean, it's really difficult to see at times what Arne Slot is trying to do. The options he's got available. I think Rio Ngamoa might have gone to the right-hand side. Here is a chance though for Matoma on the left flank. Matoma taking on Curtis Jones and beating him with ease. Matoma angles cute, cut back to good one towards Hinshelwood, but he got his finish all wrong.
Come
and
on,
Florian Wirtz now is racing away, and Florian Wirtz finds Cody Gakpo, and there's the option on the left-hand side of Federico Chiesa. Chiesa has it inside the penalty area. It's Federico Chiesa, and Chiesa's effort was charged down by Van Hecker in the end. And it's going to be a throw for Liverpool on the
very nice. Good defending.
Right flank.
Van Heck.
On the left-hand side, I should say, rather. But Liverpool have given it away, and Van Hecker will bring the ball away almost immediately. And he finds now, when he goes to the right-hand side, and Florian Wirtz was there, but there's a foul from Cody Gakpo, is there? Indeed there is. So it's going to be a free kick for Brighton and Hove Albion. But earlier on, just a couple of minutes ago, Minton ghosted past Curtis Jones inside the penalty area. And Jack Hinshelwood with a really good opportunity, which he couldn't take in the end. So, you look at the chances created, you look at the quality Liverpool should have. It's been a poor season indeed, and today possibly quite emblematic, really, of what we've seen in many ways. Now that's going to be a free kick for Brighton, and Dominic Szoboszlai is very frustrated that Szoboszlai is going to get a booking for that. And so it is a free kick now for Brighton and Hove Albion. And well, I think Brighton will feel as though, especially on the second half performance, they've been good value for this lead. They lead by 2 goals to 1. A brace from Danny Welbeck separated the two teams at the Amex. What have Liverpool got in the remaining 11 minutes here? Curtis Jones is filling in at right back now. He came on early on as a left winger, did Curtis Jones, after Ekitike was injured. Gravenberch's now centre back. It is a mishmash of a Liverpool side. And Gravenberch now has the ball on the right-hand side. He tried to find Rio Ngamoa, who spent 5 minutes on the left flank, now has come across to the right flank. And Fabian Herzler is gesticulating on the touchline. Curtis Jones now will take the throw. And then Florian Wirtz to Dominic Szoboszlai, and Wirtz tries to go backwards and find Hinshelwood. He wins the ball back there. There's Florian Wirtz. He's looking for something now, might find it left-hand side in the form of Cody Gakpo, and does. Cody Gakpo's got Andy Robertson in support for that. Cody Gakpo ran straight into traffic. Here's Dominic Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai has it left of centre. Finds Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson with the cross in. Is it going to go to the back post and find Rio Ngamoa? No, it's not. It's beyond everyone and out of play for a throw-in. And Liverpool staring down the barrel here of another defeat. And a defeat that will be very damaging indeed in terms of their bid to finish in the top 5 this season. Liverpool have the ball now on the right-hand side with Rio Ngamoa. Rio Ngamoa fouls Kadioglu. And so a free kick for Brighton, which there'll be in absolutely no rush to take. Why would they be? then, which Brighton will take. Brighton are going up to 8th in the Premier League table. And, of course, we have the March International break to come. For Brighton, really, it's because they're out of the FA Cup, not playing in Europe. It's a relatively calm end to the season. I mean, they've only got 3 games in April. They are away at Burnley. They're away at Tottenham. They're home against Chelsea. Then they're running. There's away at Newcastle, home against Wolves, away at Leeds, and they end at home to Manchester United. So, Fabian Hurtzler no doubt feel as though it could be pretty prosperous in terms of points into the season. And he might be targeting 6th in the table, really, when you look at where they are. Not impossible. Seeming they can take the 3 points today, though. So it is Brighton who have the ball on the left-hand side. And it is going to be... Well, 2 changes now for Brighton. And Danny Welbeck is going to come off, so he's not going to get the chance anymore to complete the hat-trick. But 2 goals from Danny Welbeck. First, a header from a couple of poachers' goals, really. Gomez with the assist for the opening goal. And then Hitchwood kept it alive. And Danny Welbeck was onside just about. He scored to make it 2-1, which is currently the winning goal. And as you can appreciate, plenty of applause around this
Just
stadium.
hold it, man. We
Danny
need
Welbeck as
that
he comes
win,
on.
Brighton, please.
It's got to be
Just
absolutely
hold
delighted,
it.
Danny Welbeck,
Defend
doesn't it?
for the rest of
Absolutely
10
delighted
minutes.
with how he's performed, especially
10 minutes to go.
when you look at the goal scorers in the Premier League this season. The fact that he has 12 now, he is the top scorer amongst the English players in the Premier League. Certainly very good for him and his potential World Cup prospects. Well, haven't really created anything since trailing by 2 goals to 1. They've got themselves a free kick here, which Arsenal will take in the right back position. Mitoma is penalised. I think the thing that will really frustrate Arne Slot is that lack of creativity. Yes, of course, the injury to Hugo Ekitike early on isn't ideal and in many ways out of his hands, but lack of ability to be incisive in the final third, a real issue you feel for Arne Slot's men. So Ryan Gravenberch in towards Alexis McAllister, who's layoff finds Curtis Jones. Alexis McAllister then trying to switch the play, couldn't quite do so. And Cody Gakpo's now gone right hand side, and Rio and Gamoa has gone on the left. I mean, the amount of changes that have happened just in the second half alone positionally, when you've got Ryan Gravenberch now as centre-back. Rio and Gamoa's gone back to the left-hand side. He's only been on the field 20 minutes, Rio and Gamoa. He's played 3 different positions. Rio and Gamoa now on the left-hand side, tries to go on the outside, does cut it back towards Federico Chiesa, and that is going to be a goal kick, and that's a poor touch from the Italian, because Federico Chiesa, well, and Gamoa did well, beat his man, kept it alive, and I think Chiesa's got to do better there. He wanted a corner, he's not going to get it, it's only a goal kick. And Arne Slot staring at another defeat. Bruggen's going to take the goal kick. Into the final 5 minutes we go.
Milokakis scored for Liverpool.
Darren England's running away from the situation just to allow Brighton, well, Lewis Dunn's actually been yellow carded here, and because he's picked up enough yellow cards to, well, he's got a yellow card as Lewis Dunn. I think for time wasting. Brighton, though, from this position, be very confident of seeing this out, because Liverpool haven't created much, although Cody Gakpo might try and change all that here. Inside the penalty on the left-hand side. What's he got? Where's the ball? He's got Federico Chiesa with him. It's Cody Gakpo who hits it. Goalkeeper makes the save. And Bruggen gathers after the ball comes back to a Brighton player. But Cody Gakpo's there, but Bruggen made the save. And here's now Bruggen, who plays out for the back of Baleba. Baleba running up towards the halfway line. He's got plenty of space to move into Baleba. And he's collected now by Kadioglu. Kadioglu's got Mitoma on his left-hand side. And he's going to go behind for a corner kick because Alexis McAllister just slid in. Brighton 2, Liverpool 1 is the score. And it is now Brighton 2, Liverpool 1 is the score. And Rio and Gamoa, as is so often the case, like the man who can make things happen. Boslai is going to take the corner kick. Last minute of the 90, right footed from the left-hand side. And so it will be Dominic Szoboszlai to wheel it in, catching practice for Bruggen there. And Arne Slot doesn't look very impressed at all. Brighton now are going to launch a counter. We'll wait to see how many additional minutes there's going to be at the end of the 90. And there's going to be a free kick, and it's Federico Chiesa getting carded here. He is down in England.
Mitoma
plays it into the penalty area, and it could be Mitoma now against Mamardashvili. And Mitoma again, he played minutes on the clock, and it is now Brighton who have the ball once again. And Mitoma against Federico Chiesa, who's on a yellow card now. Chiesa and Szoboszlai was nearly there. Mamardashvili was there as well. Szoboszlai to Gravenberg. Gravenberg and Mitoma is there. It's all a little bit messy. All round, we're going to have 6 added on minutes at the end of the 90.
Minutes.
And so, another substitution here for Brighton Hove Albion. Brighton 2, Liverpool 1 is the score. 2 goals from Danny Welbeck, giving down the barrel of another Premier League defeat. Gomez is off here. A good shift today. Gomez set up the opening goal, of course. So Gomez is off, and Veltman is going to take his place. And so it's Brighton 2, Liverpool 1. Like 1 minute of the allocated 6 at the end of the opening 90. And it is Arne Slot who spent the entire game grumbling and mumbling and talking to himself for the 4th official and anyone that will listen, really. And he's obviously deeply, deeply frustrated by what he's seen out there. Game away at Everton later on tonight in terms of a prospect of a top 5 finish in the Premier League. So it is going to be now a throw-in, and Robertson, which he will take it. Really poor performance, 2 minute of the 6, and Gravenberg has the ball outside his own penalty area. Dominic Szoboszlai now to Curtis Jones, and Curtis Jones is short of options and finds Gravenberg. Gravenberg now to Mamardashvili. Mamardashvili forwards towards Dominic Szoboszlai. Is that going to be a free kick? Brighton? It is, because Dominic Szoboszlai had no attempt to play the ball, and he's not particularly pleased with the decision, but Brighton are going to take their time over this one, and so it is going to be a free kick now for Brighton and Hove Albion. And Brighton are in possession, and they have a throw-in on the left-hand side. Well, in fact, Curtis Jones is going to take this because it's a Liverpool throw. We've had 3 in the allocated 6 minutes. The ball scoops it forward, but to no one in particular, Brighton, dare you say it, are looking very comfortable indeed. They're the ones playing all the football, actually. And they're the ones who have the ball just outside the penalty area. Gravenberg doesn't merge with it. Chiesa as well. Chiesa now to Florian Wirtz. And Florian Wirtz inviting Rio and Gamoa forwards. And here it's a 17-year-old. Rio and Gamoa goes past his man. That's a yellow card. Yellow card for Pascal Gross, I think. Because Rio and Gamoa just did it for pace. You don't want to be caught one-on-one with Rio and Gamoa. And just goes past his man like he's not there. And it's late, that, isn't it? It's a late challenge. And so Matchweek it is, rather, who goes into the referee's notebook. Free kick for Liverpool. And given the scarcity of chances created via open play, it is going to be a good opportunity for Dominic Szoboszlai to get the ball into the penalty area. Arne Slot watches on. It's going to be Dominic Szoboszlai now to feed the ball into the penalty area. And Szoboszlai will take it. Played 4 minutes of the allocated 6. And Dominic Szoboszlai gives the signal. And Szoboszlai's ball in is a really poor one. And Verbruggen gathers. And Arne Slot does not know where to look and does not know what to think. Because Dominic Szoboszlai just put that free kick into the arms of the goalkeeper. And I don't think you want to be in a position where you've got to win the Champions League to keep your job, do you? But that is what Arne Slot might end up being in, as Brighton have the ball again here. And it is a free kick actually for Liverpool. So there is still going to be 90 seconds left to play in the contest. Brighton 2, Liverpool 1 is the score. And Andy Robertson finds Curtis Jones. And Curtis Jones just outside his own penalty area to Ryan Gravenberch. And Curtis Jones goes left-hand side now to Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson to Florian Wirtz. And Florian Wirtz drifting in from the left touchline will smash it high and long. And rather hopefully looking towards Federico Chiesa. Chiesa takes the ball down by the corner flag, and that is going to be a goal kick. Chiesa can't believe it, but it is going to be a goal kick. We played 5 of the allocated 6 minutes. Federico Chiesa still got his head in his hands, and he's appealing. He can't believe it. But really, if you think about the saves that Briggens had to make in the second half, one really from Cody Gakpo, not much more than that. So it is a very disappointing afternoon for Liverpool fans, but a fantastic result this for Brighton over Albion.
Brighton and
looks like they're going to beat
Albion.
Liverpool by 2-1 at the Amex today. As Curtis Jones has a touch on it, Szoboszlai smashed it forwards, but just nothing really in terms of quality for Liverpool going forwards in the game, you don't feel. Chiesa's going to try and chase that one, and Kariuki will go back to his goalkeeper, but Verbruggen left-footed will clean it up towards halfway. Curtis Jones is there. And we played the 6 minutes, and the referee's going to have a little look at the watch. Ball is out of play. Is there going to be time to take the throw in? Brighton will hope not. And it is Curtis Jones who takes the throw. There's 2 balls on the pitch momentarily, and Ryan Gravenberch feeds it towards the halfway line. Florian Wirtz is there, and the whistle goes for offside, I think. So it's going to be a free kick to Liverpool. We played 6.5 minutes here as Florian Wirtz is down now. But a bad one for Liverpool there. Sekatike injured. And the referee is still not yet to blow his whistle for full time. Mamardashvili's going to take this. And Georgia Mamardashvili does smash it long. And Mamardashvili towards Virgil van Dijk. And the referee has a little look at the watch. And is he going to blow the full-time whistle here? Not quite. It's Brighton have the ball anyway. So Brighton steaming forward, seeking a third goal. Szoboszlai is there. Plays 7 minutes of the allocated 6 now. And Dominic Szoboszlai is trying to take it around. Everyone goes down. Free kick Liverpool. Not sure there's going to be time to take this because, well, we've had 7 of the 6 minutes allocated. Szoboszlai smashes it long left-hand side looking for Virgil van Dijk. And the full-time whistle does indeed go. And Brighton beat Liverpool by 2-1. And Danny Welbeck brace with Milos Kerkez' goal in between the pair of those strikes from Danny Welbeck. And it's a bad result for Liverpool with their top 5 aspirations. It's a fabulous result for Fabian Herzl.
Yes. It's over, man. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. It's over, man. My dogs. The team that I was supporting just won successfully, man. Big up, big up, big up, big up for everyone who has been in with your boy, Pankey IBFLB, man. What a good one, man. Liverpool, they have a long way to go, man. No Salah, Salah has an injury. Ekitike has an injury. Florian Wirtz is playing a shitty game. Oh my goodness. They are cooked once again. They are cooked once again. And who is the chef? I don't know, man. Danny Welbeck today was a big chef, cooking like crazy. I love this, man. I love this, man. think I'm gonna end the stream, man. We're gonna meet up again. Gonna meet up again today, exactly 8 p.m. Kenyan time. Everton versus Chelsea is gonna be happening at Hill Dickinson Stadium. That's a home stadium for Everton. That's where the match will be happening. We'll be live here doing a very big watch along live stream here on YouTube, man. So my good people, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to subscribe, please. Make sure to subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you get to see me, get to catch this live stream that I'm telling you that is gonna happen today at exactly 8 p.m. Kenyan time, 5 p.m. UK time. So you know what time it is, man. Don't miss out. Join me till the end, man. When that time comes, man. Daniel Beck, big up, man. You're an Arsenal legend. Once again, we are so grateful, man. We are so grateful. You are making us proud, man. Come on. What a player, man. Danny Welbeck. What a legend, man. I'm still wondering, when are you going to retire, my boy? When is Danny Welbeck? But he's still energetic enough, sharp. So I'm expecting to see more, man. All right? Let me sign out, man. In peace. We're going to catch up later. We're going to catch up later, my dogs. See you, man. See you. See you later at exactly 8 p.m., my dogs. My boy A to the B. Big up, big up, big up, big up. Let's catch up at exactly 8 p.m. Let me end the poll. I can see 13 votes were in. No at 62. Yes at 38, man. I see you, man. Big up to A to the B. Big up to Yusuf, Zlatan. Big up to L2BC Noel. Who else, man? And everyone who has been in, man. Big up. Big up. So that's it, man. See, we've been doing this for 2 hours and 33 minutes. God damn. Let me get some break, man. See you sometime. I'm out. Peace. Once again, I'm out. Peace out, man, and love. And don't forget, man, like I always say, best of luck in everything you're doing out there. All right? I'm out.